Hi, loves. It's Maggie here. Um, yeah, I wanted to go live today, and I am also wondering how you are all doing. Of course, I haven't been live in a while, and I think that's okay. Like I often feel like, oh, I have to send out an email, or I have to post something, or I have to go live, right? And I know I've shared this before, but I feel when you start doing this work, it's very important to listen and to not just put anything out there that doesn't feel good or when it doesn't feel good. So, but I'm back, and I was feeling very inspired because last night I went to a women's circle, and so I was part of a women's circle, and it was about sacred sexuality, which is something that is very intriguing to me, and as I think it should be for everyone. um, but it was very interesting because the hostess of the women's circle, she was sharing a little bit about sacred sexuality and tantra, and so in the beginning, she was having everyone share what they thought what tantra is. So when you hear of the word tantra, what does that what does that mean to you? What do you think tantra is? And so as we went around the circle, these were some of the things that people said. Okay. And this is not to make fun, but it was kind of funny. But it's not to make fun, but it's kind of just to give you that context of why I'm doing this video. So one of the ladies in the women's circle, she shared that, oh, tantra is having sex for hours and hours on end. Another girl, she said tantra is going to an ashram in India, and no one knows what's happening inside the ashram, but that's what I associate with tantra. Then another girl, she shared that it's like you're practicing with men with turbans, and it's like sex magic. It's they make it sound like it's something very sacred, but it's actually used for manipulation. So those were just some of the things that these women in the circle thought was tantra, right? And so the hostess of the circle was kind of just like, wow, this is really interesting because none of those things is actually tantra, right? And I've been practicing tantra on my own for I think about a year and a half now. So this circle yesterday really inspired me to go live and actually share with you what tantra means to me. And really it has little to do with sex. Maybe 10-20% of tantra is really about the act of sex, right? So I do want to say, like, I'm not a trained tantrika or anything like that. This is something that really deeply mystifies me. It intrigues me. It's a very ancient practice, and it does really have a lot like a lot of mysteriousness around it, right? I have learned a lot about it. I've read a lot about it. I've practiced a lot for my own healing, for my own journey, and there are very so many branches of tantra, right? And just like with anything else, I really invite you to do your own research to find out what it means for you, which is really, to me, the purpose of life and your own spiritual journey, right? What do things mean to you, right? So when I work with women, I really invite them to think for themselves. Like, what does that mean to you? How does that feel in your body? So then, what is tantra if it's not practicing with a man with a turban, right? An ashram in India. So like I said, there are many branches of tantra, and I'm going to share with you what I learned and what I discovered for myself, which is really a combination of different things. This is really what I do anyways in my own personal practice. I collect what intrigues me, what inspires me, and I create my own practices out of that, which is also what I extend in my work when I work with women. So Tantra is a form of worship to me. It's embodiment. It's like that oneness between the mind and the body, the mind and the soul. It is using your breath to seep into the spaces deep within your body. It's tapping into source energy, that creative life force energy, through the breath, through touch, through using the senses, through your awareness. Your body and yourself are then worshipped, right? As a temple. Your body is that temple, that sacred vessel. One of the things that I came across when I was like just starting to get into this a little bit more, is that your breath is seen as making love to the universe. So with your inhale, you're drawing in that life force energy, right? That is in everything and anything around us and within us. And then with your exhale, you're giving that back. And then in that moment of nothingness in between breath, there's infinite possibility. There's that nothingness, that blackness of Shakti, that deep, divine feminine yumminess. And Tantra has really helped me feel okay in my body, to feel safe here on the planet, being okay with feeling sensual and feeling emotions and feeling deep within my body. I never felt like I belonged on the earth. And throughout my whole life, it sounds very weird, but I'm sure some of you can relate to that feeling, that you just feel that you don't. Yeah, I never felt okay with taking up space to be here. And through working with my lower chakras and cultivating that tantric practice of breathing and mirror work, actually looking at yourself in a mirror is a form of tantra too. Like these body work to me is a very, that's so important to me. That has been very important to me, is still very important to me on my journey. So, and all these practices, I've been doing this by myself and for myself. And that whole body awareness and that feeling safe and feeling secure, feeling okay to be here and taking up space, that change, it helped me to be in my body. What is something else I was going to share with you? Yeah, Tantra also kind of helps you realize that you are a sacred vessel, right? Your body is that sacred vessel, that you are, as a woman, a direct link to the sacred, or whatever you want to call it, the universe, God, goddess, in that stillness that we can find deep within our bodies. We are connected to that automatically. That connection is always there. We as women are the initiators. That is why women have been suppressed for so long, because that makes us super powerful. It makes us automatically, this is natural to us, right? Visionaries, creatrixes, initiators. We initiate through being, just by simply being a woman. And that is what we also have to offer to men. When we are in that safe, appreciated, loving, accepted space, men are initiated to higher levels of their connection to the divine through us. Let me see what... Caress says Tantra is a lot more and deeper than most people think. Yes, that's why that's why I'm doing this video, because like I said, I went to that circle and people thought Tantra is just being an ashram in India and having sex for hours. Caress says, I'm just reading comments. Most women don't know that bodywork, breath work, and if one has a baby with a pregnancy and birth. Okay, so your comment is cutting off, so I'm going to read it after I'm done. Okay? And then I'll reply to you. Because it's kind of cutting off because I'm on my phone. But thank you. I'm happy you're here with me, Caress. Yeah, so I kind of just wanted to leave it there, kind of that introduction, is that right? Introductory kind of video about it. I can really talk about this for hours. I love this topic. I love exploring this topic. I loved being in that women's circle yesterday and exploring this with other women and kind of see what their vision is and their experiences. And this also brings in the whole concept of the divine feminine, divine masculine, what that looks like in ourselves and in our relationships, how we show up in the world. I can share so much more about my journey with different breathwork practices, tantric practices. So my question for you really is, where are you on the journey of sacred sexuality? Like, is this something that you want to explore more, that you want to know more about? Like maybe how to incorporate this into your spiritual practice or in your life, or more about why you would want that. Let me know, because like I said, I can talk about this for hours. And I would love to share more about this with you and yeah, kind of see where you're at and what you would need. So let me know in the comments below. I'll be back with more information and tools and practices and stories for you. But like I said, this is really something that I feel is very important, that I feel every woman should know something about, and it will be different for everyone, of course. But I feel that right now I'm being called to bring more awareness to this, more visibility, share more about my journey with this. So if you have any questions, if you would like to learn about different things about this, or if this is completely new to you, I would love to hear that, because over the next few weeks I'll be sharing more about this. So that was it for today. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and many blessings. Bye.